Hello everyone, very good morning. Is my voice audible to all? Okay, so let's get started. So friends, our topic is how to load the profiles dynamically in a Springboard. Okay, let me share my screen first. Okay, meanwhile, I just wanted to confirm how many of you have finished the yesterday's part, the one which we have given. Yes, everybody. Everyone, yesterday what we have done, if you remember. Banali, Ravindra, Abhi, which portion we've discussed yesterday? Was it working fine for all? Ravindra, Abhi, Banali, because few of you were facing some problem yesterday. So is it working fine? Okay. So today we'll be talking about something very interesting that is called working with the profiles. How to load the profiles dynamically. Loading the profiles dynamically in the sense like based on the environment passed at the runtime. How you'll be loading the profiles. Profiles in the sense I'm talking about the properties files because you may have a production environment, development environment. Okay. So how you'll be loading those profiles accordingly. So let's get started now. I'm going to start working with the same. And Java 8. Let me include it. Yes, here we have. Could you please import it and let me know, friends? Import it and let me know by typing done in a chat window. New project. Please everybody type done if you're imported successfully. Okay. So what I'll do is in my application, under my SRC main resources, just the way we have a call application.properties file, we would like to go ahead and add few more. Copy this. And second, application, okay, hyphen dev dot properties. And again, paste it. Three different type of properties file we are creating it here. And everywhere we want to have a different property names. Let's take a look. Like here, I copy this. Like in dev, let it be like this. Prod, we are changing it to like this. Please add it and let me know. Values, you can define it as per your consideration. 3 files we have created it. Okay, create it and let me know by typing done, please. Thanks, Ravindra, for the update. Saket, Banali, others, please help me with your confirmation. What is the status? Okay, so if it is done, then we will go ahead and save all my files. Okay, now the next will be you have to decide which property file will be loaded at the runtime. This you have to define it where in your application or properties file. So here, prod, test, and dev. In application or properties file, I delete. So I can say Spring Spring.profiles.active equal to which profile you want to activate it. So this will be providing it from here, out of dev, prod, or whatever you have it now. And which application you want to give the name, I'm saying Spring dot equal to profiles. And then if you want to give the name at a runtime, you just say app dot message equal to, and here you can give the name called dollar. It's called Spring EL, called Spring Expression Language. Here we are saying Spring dot application dot name. This. So which profile you want to activate? This is the line. This is the name of which profile you want to activate it, and this will be printing that name of which particular profile you would like to activate it. Okay, just finish this file and let me know that I can go ahead and implement the next portion. Yes, everybody, let me know once you're ready. Already? Okay, so if it is done, then I'll be talking about our next area of our development. And here we'll be talking about our Java development, where the profiles will be decided and which are the profiles we required, we'll be making it. Okay, so let's get started with my files itself. So here, com.profiles. In this com.profiles, we're providing a new class name here called db configuration. Okay, let's get started. Which configuration we're talking about? Number one, we're giving the property called private. Private string driver class name. Private string password. So we'll be having 4 properties with us. Now the best part is of your application that I'll be using @ configuration. Okay. And the second, I'll be using it here. That is called C. Typically, when you want to read the value individually, okay, you always use @value. You remember, like, but the challenge with the @value is like you have to manually define which particular property inside your property file you would like to load it for the specific property inside your class. Here, it is really not needed because you can directly offer @configuration property. There's a new annotation which will help you to dynamically associate the property comes from the property file to your properties defined inside your class. So here, one thing you would realize, every single property here starts with spring.data source. Do you see this, everyone? Ravindra, Sanket, Banali, every single property starts with one property called spring.data source. You see, like, isn't it or not? And rest of the name, URL, driver class name, username, and password, they are nothing but these names, same like in my properties names. So if I just give the name called what? Spring dot data source. So when you give this prefix name called spring dot data source, what would happen with this configuration property? See the magic. It automatically goes, are we clear, to your property file, find it out what are the names of prefix spring dot data source and what are the suffix are there, URL driver class name. It automatically match with the properties class name with your class name of your Java and automatically add the values to them. So you do not need to map it manually into your application, provided the name here and the name here, are we clear, must be same of this URL driver class name. So these names and this name must be same and rest of the magic will be taken care of by the configuration properties. Clear? And let me have garrison setters. And later on, what I'll be doing is here, I would like to create some properties like in public. Dev GB connection. Here we are saying sys out. DB connector is what? Dev environment. You print driver class name. Print URL and say return here. Let me copy the same. Okay, here we're using dot dev. We're also using one more here that is called. So and here I'll be using some annotations here called @profile. That is an important profile. We'll give the profile name. I'm giving call dev @bean copied dot test. Okay, please add it and let me know. Confirm friends once you're ready, please. Let me know, friends, once you are ready, please. Thanks, Ravindra, for the update. Waiting for the others. Please confirm. Okay, so once it is done, what I'll be doing is db config is all set for me. Now we have to just develop a new controller. Okay, so let's go back and create a new controller now. So I'm going to create a new class here called sorry. App controller. Okay. And this app controller here, I would like to provide add the trust controller here. Okay. And we would like to say private string. Just give the name call. Welcome message. And above this, we'll be using this statement like an add the rate value. You remember I told you about some time back. Add the rate value, and here you will be using dollar and say app.message. And what this app.message will be all about from here, you remember this property we have defined. This value will be meant for this because we are directly loading this. That is the difference between add the rate value and add the rate config properties. That's the difference. And now we'll be defining get mapping. Welcome. Okay, that's it. And say return welcome message. That's it. So after doing this, you have to go back to the main file, profiles demo, and here just say component scan, give the name called component here. Okay, now let me know once you're ready till here. Let me know, guys, once you're ready, please. Let me know, friends, once you're ready, please. Thanks, Ravindra. I'm waiting for the others also. Okay, so if you're all done, so what I'll be doing is let me launch my application, profile demo application, and see the final outcome. It's launching now. Okay. Friends, the message you can see DB is connected with the prod environment. Can you see this here? Everybody, are you able to see this now here? Everyone, DB is connected with what? With the prod environment. You are facing some null values because maybe some name mismatch issues, which we need to check it out here. See, mismatch is why it is happening. That you need to basically check whether you are also getting the null or not. So yes, because it is a misspelled in a configuration.properties file. Absolutely. So that's something, it was a mismatch, so that anyways you fixed it. And you can see it immediately saying what connected to prod. So if I just go to the application or properties file and change to what? Test, and run it again and see if it is working fine or not. And change the same thing to dev environment also and check. Friends, please confirm. Friends, please confirm if it is working fine for all. I'm waiting for all of you. I'm trying to launch your REST controller also in your browser by saying localhost 8080/welcome and check, are you able to get the @ value or not? Ravindra Kaliappan, Sanket, please try to launch your controller also and check whether you're able to receive those values or not. Okay. So I'm sure like you people are clear about how we are trying to dynamically load all the property values based on our requirement. Okay. All clear about this? Yes, everybody. Are you all clear with the details now? Friends, please quick confirmation. Are you clear with so far what we've discussed? Okay, great. Now, if you are understood about this, so now we'll talk about another very interesting part here. Like how you gonna be caching your data. In case if I want to cache my data, how I'll be basically caching it. Okay. So to get this caching done inside my application, I'll be having few things to be get installed. Okay. Because we understand that every time the developer try to access your properties, are we clear? It is very much essential that needs to be get cached. Otherwise, what would happen? It will keep on hitting the database or the access URL to load those. And to make it possible, you would like to use some standard dependency and configure it inside your backend application. So what I'll be doing it. So here what I'll be doing is here in my form.xml file, let me try to enable the cache for my project. So the way we have a call Springboot starter web. I copy this the same. Okay, Spring Boot. And here we are saying Spring Boot starter cache. Just attach this dependency. Done, everybody? Okay, so once it is ready, what are we gonna doing now here in your application? In your main Spring Boot application here, okay, just in the first annotation call, add the rate, enable caching. Just put add the rate enable caching here. Then only it will gonna start for you. Okay. So once this is added, now it's time to add some properties inside this. Okay. Inside this called caching. So let's get added our caching to my code to check how it's being used now. Okay. So I'll be going back to my app controller. Okay. So here in my app controller, I may have some collections which I want to load the list of record. So here itself, I'm going to create new package called, I think this is a spelling mistake. Anyways, new, go back and create a new class called. Now here, I would like to also add the user class. Okay. So this user class will be what? So what otherwise I will do, I can actually see the previous project rather than typing everything from the scratch. So when I say employee MS, so I remember I had a call employee DAO. Okay. So this employee DAO, we also have a call model, where we call employee and we have a call employees. Okay. And yes, I can take this. Okay. So employee, employees. Okay. You can either take that. Okay. Or otherwise what you can do is you can take another project which we have taken it, NSCIT Springboot and VC. So let's check here if we have. Okay, what we can do, we can use the same MS. Let me have employee down here. We can have an employee, we can have employees. Copy it. I'll just copy it here. Let me have employee and employees both. We had a repositories with us. So this static block get all employees is returning me what? The list of employees, whatever we had it now. Okay, so in my application, especially for employee service. Okay, here we can say add the rate service. Okay, say private. What is the name we have called employee top? Employee top. Have this at the rate. Auto add. Okay, I'm going to create a new function here for public. Load emp of type employee. And what I can say, return. What is the functionality we have it called? Employee dot get all employees. So this get all employees, if you see, there's a get all employees for us. Is it turning you? Get employee list. Okay. So get employee list is returning you what? This now. We're talking about what? Get all employees. Get all employees is this. Okay. So using this, we are calling this function for what? Get employee list. Are we clear? So that's what the whole idea of my code. Okay. And here we can create a controller, and inside your controller you'll be calling load emp. So where's the controller? Controller this. Okay, just inject this service right over here. Private user service. Okay, say add the rate auto add. Let me go back. We're talking about welcome. In this welcome, rather than giving this list, I'm just giving a call list of type util of employee, get employee details. I'm saying what? Return. Okay, so that's what we are using it now. So that's it. So we are all set for our application. It is relaunching it again, saying /welcome. You can see, guys, the list of employees are loaded for me. Okay, but actually what is happening, the call is actually being made to the multiple layers. Getting it, the call has been made to where? To the multiple layers, like an application controller to the user service to where? To this employee DAO. Imagine this employee DAO is nothing but loading the data from the database. So hitting this database again and again would be quite expensive. So what I'll be doing otherwise is to save such kind of environment. We would like to focus on where using some caching here. And how are you going to be using this caching here? For this, inside my user service, getting it inside my user service, this employee DAO, load employee, you'll be using @ cacheable. Can you see this @ cacheable? Here, you can use this statement like in what? Equal to EMP cache. Okay, and just use this out here to confirm whether it is getting loaded or not. If this method is getting printed, this message, that means we are going inside this function to connect with the backend. In case if it is not, that means it is taking from the cache. Let's check and confirm. Let this application get relaunched again. See, the first time it will be getting loaded from the database for sure, that because you do not have anything. And after that it is loaded, it would not be. Let me clear this. See, it is saying connecting to the DB. Are we clear? Let me clear it again. Now when I say refresh it again, you see it is not getting connected because it is loading from the cache. But still you are able to see the record. Ravindra, Bernali, Kaliappan, everybody, are you all understood now the beauty of this caching? Everybody, please confirm. You see it is the useful for your real-time projects where you actually feel there is a necessity to avoid the unnecessary database. And the best part of the Spring is basically it is the method level caching. because it might possible in your application. Okay, you might go and sleep for a longer period of time. And if there, suppose if you see, suppose if I say thread dot sleep and I'm saying for 3000 seconds. So this response, because it is connecting with your application database, so I'm just trying to simulate that it is taking 3 seconds of time while connecting with your backend. And actually it happens. It doesn't give you the data immediately or instantly. It will take some time. So first time it's going to be taking 3 seconds of time, but next time, since it is there in cache, it will be the immediate response. Okay, let me clear this cache and let's hit the database. So it is loading because it is connecting with 3 seconds. See, okay. So you see like it was rotating because it took 3 seconds of time to load the database. Are we clear? I'm clearing it. The next time, the moment I refresh, see, it is instant. It is instant and there is no connection. So your time is certainly drastically reduced. Are you clear, everyone? Everybody, are you all clear? Super. So please go ahead and make it happen and let me know by typing that in the chat. I'm waiting for all of you. I took the previous example only employee MS client. Okay, I didn't do anything different. Sorry, employee MS. I took the data from here. I took employees and employee DAO and use this at the rate cacheable. And here in my main application, I've actually used what? Enable caching, because without that it won't work. Okay, try this out. Let me know and type that in a chat window, please. Please make it and let us know, guys. Friends, please let me know if the code is working fine for others also. I'm waiting for all of you. Okay, everybody, it seems like you all got the clarity of what we are really doing it now. So two things we have basically discussed today. One was called, you're talking about how you can take this multiple profiles, and we also discussed about caching. So everyone, Ravindra, Kaliappan, Sanket, Barnali, everybody, did you enjoy the session today? Everyone, did you all enjoy the session today? Because it was very innovative, and I'm sure that you understood about the whole flow about what we have discussed, and I'm sure it's going to be very helpful for you for your further development. Okay, so guys, then that's it. We have it for today. So tomorrow we have a last day, as you know. So we'll be seeing you back tomorrow at the same time. Okay, to finish this off. Okay, so thank you very much, guys, and have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay, thank you.